Hi, pal. Tony Lockwood here at the CAASE, the conference which were co-hosted by Digital Engineering, which I represent, and the NAFENS organization, which you should be a part of. At any rate, I have a very smart individual here. He's not that smart because he's meeting with me, but he's a very nice man. Would you please introduce yourself and tell us who you're with? And I'm a simulation engineer. Let's say what's in it for me.
Sure. Thanks, Tony. So my name's John Aldred. I'm a VP of Product Management with HBM Prenscia, which is like our new brand name. So not many of your readers might be familiar with it, but includes software products like Encode, which they may have heard of for durability and fatigue.
Design Life.
Design Life, exactly.
Right.
Design Life is probably the big product in the simulation space. We do the fatigue analysis. And we also have ReliSoft as well, which is more reliability focused.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah, very good. All right, and then now at the show here, I saw that you had a presentation on the democratization of the simulation stuff. What does that mean to you guys? How are you implementing it?
Great question. So I was presenting it on the democratization track, and we actually launched a new product about a year ago, and really in that space, which is especially for our customers, then the kinds of things our customers do for durability in particular. How to make that easier for more people to do more analysis. So, in essence, that's what we mean by democratization.
Okay.
And so this is a new product, web-based, and my presentation was about, if it's so great, why aren't more people doing it? What are the challenges?
Right. Yeah. Now, what's the product's name, too?
Product name is Akira.
Akira.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it's a relatively new product, and
well, tell us some more.
So one of the things that we're particularly sort of keen to get over the fact is that this shouldn't be in the requirement of a special IT project. Well, if democratization actually becomes a reality, what I was saying was that it really needs to be engineers that can do this. It can't be a special IT project. It needs to be something that a simulation expert, someone who knows what they're doing, can also have the skills to wrap that up in a simple interface and say, this process here is well enough defined, we can hand this off to some other engineers to use.
Right.
But
engineer to engineer.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
By the people for the people.
So not to the marketing department, for example.
Right, exactly.
I love marketing people, don't get me wrong.
So that's the basic, and we had a lot of interest in that, and some of our big customers have already taken that up, and we see that there's a ways to go. It's a relatively new in terms of being a product.
Right.
But
you must also confront some cultural issues of people. I'm not going to let you wrap up my intelligence,
exactly,
because then you throw me out the door.
Yeah, that's and it's worth just being honest about that, right? People are people, and they're going to have their likes and dislikes, especially when it affects them. But overall, I see it as a benefit for the expert.
Yeah. And where do you see it going though over the next couple of years? Because it is an evolving technology, and you're obviously picking up feedback from the people who are, the bleeding edgers.
Yeah. So some of the things you'll be seeing coming is we'll be putting some high performance visualization in there in terms of web-based visualization, which is right now we're reusing our existing desktop, which is running over the web. So it's actually quite nice that we've been able to do that. But we actually are now going to put some specialized web visualization, make it even more performant, faster. So that's coming, and then we're also working on some things in terms of data management around that. So we're kind of adding to that as we go.
Well, let's break off from this particular topic. And so what else is going on with you guys? I mean, the Design Life is pretty much a yardstick. And what's happening there?
So Design Life, one of the things we recently announced is that's fatigue analysis, right? And it's pretty widely used. But we have to we want to be seen as being the leaders in that. So one of the things we've just done is release something to improve the fatigue of seam welds, so thick welds.
Yep.
In reality, it's a tough problem, but probably one of the most important. When people come to us about when they have fatigue issues, usually it's in the welds.
Yeah.
When we're talking about big structures,
Right,
it's usually
yeah.
the welds that break.
Yeah.
And we
weak
believe,
spot.
yeah, right. And we believe this is this is a new technology. We've incorporated both the crack initiation and the crack growth for the weld analysis,
Right.
all in one analysis.
Right. And would this be the crack growth really on almost a micro crack level?
I'd say more empirical than that in terms of the actual crack growth. But because of that, it's a very it's very usable for an average engineer in real world applications. It doesn't require you to be the PhD to do this. It's rather more sort of real world applications, the kind of things that you use for design life now.
Yeah.
This is just doing a better job for those, especially the thick welds.
Yeah.
And historically, we've seen those thick welds as being like a John Deere, a Caterpillar, heavy machinery.
Right. Yeah.
But with the lightweighting they're doing in the auto industry with like aluminum structures, you got cast nodes, you've got 3 mil plates coming together, those kind of welds.
Yep.
Those are pretty thick structures that
Yeah,
you
they're
crack,
creating
and those
there.
become key failure locations.
Yeah.
So that's on the design life side. And the other big news that's been happening to us, I don't know if you've seen the announcement, is we're part of HBM.
Right. Yeah.
HBM's merging with B&K.
Right.
So your Brule and Care with their NVH.
Right.
We've got our capabilities with the durability. So we're excited to see, maybe smoothing some of those pathways to, where you're trying to design products and take into account both NVH and durability. Bringing those things together.
Yeah, it's actually good for your weldments too.
Well, the reason why even on the encode side we've done stuff on vibration on the past.
Right.
Vibration causes stuff to break, so
Yeah.
it's both a quality issue in terms of sound, but it's also a structural durability issue in terms of
just
vibration.
wears things down. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I see that as that's the big news. That's certainly going to be something we hope is going to be beneficial for our customers.
Very good. Now, let me ask you: do you have formalized training for any of these things?
Yeah.
Are you in the universities? All of the above?
Yes. So we do regular trainings. In fact, one of the things that we're actually increasing on is services. So both regular training, like for example in our Southfield, Michigan office, we have training. We also have training that we do in Tucson, Arizona, where we have our office as well, here in the US. But to be honest, we're actually ramping up on our services. So if it's consulting projects, people need something a little more specialized on site.
Right.
We do quite a bit of that too.
Very good. Do you certify users, or do you get into any of that CAASE system stuff? Or
No, we've talked about that. In fact, on the ReliSoft side, we've had what's called a certified reliability professional. So actually, a program you could go through, that's I think that can be a nice benefit too.
Yeah. People like to pad their resumes, right?
Right.
And that's what I'm doing today with getting these video together. I want to thank you very much for your time. Now, let's make sure we have your website correct.
So the best website for us would be either www.encode.com, or for ReliSoft products, same again, www.relisoft.com. Easy.
Okay, very good. And I can tell you that I'll have those web addresses available for any of you like me with the slow manual word processor. Thank you so much for your time.
Totally, really appreciate
Thanks
it.
for watching.